Major breaking news. The United States has officially bombed Iran. This was just posted on Donald Trump's Truth Social. This is brand new. Donald Trump says we have completed our very successful attack on the 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, which I believe is the nuclear site that is nearly 300 feet underground in a mountain. That was the site that Israel said they needed bunker busters for, and that was their justification for getting the United States involved in this war. So Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan, all planes are now outside of Iran airspace. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So Donald Trump posted this, and I tried to go to his Truth Social account. I got the notification on my phone. I was like, wait, hold on a second. Because there were some murmurings that the United States was going to attack this weekend. I believe it was Seymour Hersh that said his sources was saying that the United States was going to attack this weekend. Donald Trump said that he was going to give Iran another 2 weeks to come to the negotiating table. And we really haven't heard. We've heard a lot of different talks from either side saying we're going to have negotiations and also we're going to be bombing Iran. But there was no indication whatsoever that this was happening. But Donald Trump did go to a national security briefing earlier today. I believe it was around 6:30. So I guess that's not technically earlier. That's about a couple hours ago. And that might be an indication of what was going on. Maybe he was monitoring the situation there after he came back from Florida. But this is huge news. Unfortunately, it does look like, all we can do now, I mean, in my opinion, I just don't see how this does not lead to a wider conflict. That is what everyone is wondering about. That is what everyone is worried about. What is the implications? What are going to be the implications of this strike on Iran? Is it going to stop here? Is it going to go further? Because we do know that there are bloodthirsty neocon voices that are screaming every single day for more conflict with Iran. If you are on X, Twitter, you see Mark Levin, Sean Hannity, people like Laura Loomer, and it is almost chilling to see how these people are talking about getting the United States involved. They're trying to twist things up to make it look like Donald Trump, throughout his entire campaign, was implying that he was going to go to war with Iran. He did say on multiple occasions that Iran could not have a nuclear weapon, and they were trying to twist that to make it seem like this bombing of Iran was somehow justified, an attack on Iran was somehow justified. But one thing you got to realize when Donald Trump was saying this, he was saying this not without context. Donald Trump ran on being a peacetime president. He ran on bringing all of these wars to an end. And he said that it would be his negotiation skills, of course I'm paraphrasing, that would lead to this outcome. And he also said that Iran could not have a bomb. So him saying that, I believe most people thought what was going to happen was Donald Trump, using his negotiation skills, was going to be able to bring these conflicts to a close without launching military strikes. It does not appear that this happened in this case. This is major breaking news. Fox News is reporting on this. This is the latest that we have. Let's take a look at this. We got Brett Baer talking about this attack on Iran. Take a look.
This is a Fox News alert. News from the President of the United States that there has been an attack inside Iran. Just moments ago, President Donald Trump putting out on Truth Social, we have completed our very successful attack on 3 nuclear sites in Iran, including Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. All planes are now outside of Iran airspace. Again, this from President Donald Trump. A full payload of bombs was dropped on the primary site, Fordow. All planes are safely on their way home. Congratulations to our great American warriors. There is not another military in the world that could have done this. Now is the time for peace. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Again, that's just seconds ago from President Donald Trump on Truth Social, suggesting that those B-2 bombers that perhaps were on the way may have been behind this. We'll get more details on these 3 sites that the president said has been attacked inside Iran. This comes after days of negotiations to try to get Iran to the negotiating table. The president of the United States saying it would have to be unconditional surrender, saying enrichment.
So there we go. The United States has struck Iran. This is a historical moment. We've got the B-2 bombers. Everybody on X is talking about this. I mean, everybody is weighing in on this. And, you know, someone that is in the know is Steve Bannon. And I noticed that this was posted from Steve Bannon. This was a couple hours ago. And I listened to this clip and I was like, this does not sound good. Because if you have been watching me for the past, I don't know, week or so, you know, I am not for this conflict whatsoever. I came out a few days ago and I said, listen, I've supported Donald Trump. One of the big reasons why I made this channel is because of Donald Trump. But I do not support going to war with Iran. Now, I guess I got to preface that with saying I'm not necessarily against going to war with Iran. What I'm specifically against is being dragged into a war by another foreign country, and that is the country of Israel in this case. And it has been the case that the country of Israel has been majorly involved in these conflicts for the past 2-3 decades now. And they like Big Daddy, the United States, to back them up in their skirmishes. And I find a problem with that. I think it's deeply disrespectful for a foreign country to try to corner Donald Trump into getting into a conflict when I believe he ran on the platform of doing the opposite. I find that highly disrespectful. But this is what Steve Bannon said. And when I listened to this clip, I was like, man, I take Steve Bannon very seriously. He has contacts that most people do not have. So when he speaks, you know there's a good source for it. Take a look.
But there's others. I'm just reporting what I'm hearing from pretty good sources. The party is on. So another big weekend in this unfolding aspect of the Third World War. And no, anyone that's telling you that the Third World War is not here is absolutely does not understand the development and evolution of kinetic.
The party is on. Anyone that is saying that the Third World War is not going to happen does not understand the evolution of kinetic warfare. And that is exactly what I believe the majority of Donald Trump's base is worried about. That's why there was this big explosion with the MAGA crowd, because they voted for Donald Trump because they wanted Trump to end the wars. They didn't want to be involved in these foreign wars. And if this is it, if we bombed Iran and, you know, that's it, you know, there's no implications to that, great. I pray to God that that is the truth. But I don't think anyone looking at the past a couple decades would have a lot of high hopes that this is where it ends. But what do you guys think? Is this where it ends? Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. But until then, I will see you on the next one.